What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Sorry guys, I haven't made a video in a couple weeks, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw a couple of videos right at you. First off, shout outs to I am 60. I've been watching his videos. They're absolutely hilarious. I'm gonna put an annotation in there. He kind of does his videos kind of like a news broadcast, very professional and absolutely hilarious. YCS Chantilly, Virginia is tomorrow. I will not be attending despite the fact that I live in a bordering state of North Carolina. I have to work, and honestly, I'm trying to save my money right now for something. This first video is going to be about hot tech cards that I would suggest running if you're going to play at this event, or even if you're going to play for the rest of the format. And they might not see play. I don't know how much people actually know about them, but I think they're pretty good cards. They're in no specific order, so keep that in mind. I don't have all the cards because some of them are kind of random, so I'm just gonna show pictures of them in the video. Dust Tornado. Dust Tornado will be seeing a crap load of play. I'm not even talking about side deck. I'm talking main deck. Infernities being legal. Infernities don't like back row. They play a lot of removal in the form of trap, Regeki break. They want a lot of magic and trap removal and a card that they can set on the field so that they don't have to have cards in their hand. You're going to see X Sabers probably main 2 to 3 copies of it. The fact that you can in phase dust your opponent and then set another card is going to be big with Infernities too. My next card, Thunder King Ryo. Thunder King Ryo is going to be good now, as good as Doom Caliber. I know I said that it wasn't. It's going to be as good as Doom Caliber now because of how much it gives you as far as advantage goes in the Infernity matchup. We all know it can stop synchros, it locks down Black Whirlwind, but against Infernities, it can pretty much just lock the deck down. I mean, they can't use the Archfiend to grab Gun, and it pretty much just stops the deck. I mean, you get it on the field. They don't have any monsters with 1900 attack that can get over it. They have to try and pull off like synchros with Beetle and stuff like that. But they really don't have a good option. If you have like Thunder King and a Mirror Force, you pretty much got them locked. Dp-Ygo. Dp-Ygo is going to be in pretty much every side deck at Chantilly, and it might see some main deck play too. I mean, to be honest, I'm so scared of the meta. I'd probably run like 2 in the main deck with Black Wings or something like that. But it has the potential to destroy so many loops and OTKs right now. Infernities just being one. The entire deck of frogs just basically revolves around Treeborn Frog, at least Frog Monarch. So you remove the frogs, they can't really do anything. And the Frog OTK with Ronin Toad, where you summon him with Mass Driver like 15 times. I mean, that's another one. You crow them and they lose. So I mean, Dp-Ygo is just going to be an amazingly hot card going into Chantilly and the rest of the formats. My next, this is kind of like a split because it's kind of the same concept. Vanity Scene and Fossil Dyna. I like Fossil Dyna in anti-meta decks and gadgets because it can just lock down Infernities. They only have a couple of beaters in the deck. It stops the Beetle, it stops Mirage, stops all that stuff. They only have like 1 or 2 legitimate cards that can get over it as far as attack value. You set it in like a book or deep prison, you're pretty good. It's also good against Frog Monarchs. It stops the Treeborn, stops Battle Faders, stops Gores. I mean, they really only have like Soul Exchange to try and get around it. It's just a really good card right now because of all the special summoning, not just from the field, but from the hand with Fader, Gores, and Trago and stuff like that. So it's become a really good card again as long as you can protect it. Vanity's Fiend is up there too. I've actually seen some Infernities main decking it, which a lot of people, they scratch their head at that, but it's not actually bad because you can summon it. If I'm not mistaken, you can make 100 Eyes Dragon, and then you can bring out Vanity Scene with that. This is what I've been told. And then it stops when you have the OTK with Infernities, it basically turns your ratio of winning from about 80% to like 99.9. And what I mean is it stops Stragody, it stops Gores, it stops Battle Fader. And since the deck can actually get it on the field kind of easily, it gives you a backup plan, even though you're gonna have barrier anyway. It turns your OTK to like absolutely guaranteed. So that's why some infirmities have been running it. It's not really going to be that big of an issue. You're only going to run like one copy anyway. And then my last card, and this is like a big shocker, but it's actually really good. I don't know. I just got turned on to it. I don't know why I haven't even thought of it. Skull Archfiend of Lightning. I know that shit is random, but it's good. I believe the effect off the top of my head reads, you have to pay 500 to keep it on the field, or when it's face up on the field. It's got the same stats as Summon Skull, 25-12. And if someone targets it, if your opponent targets it with a card, if you roll a 1, 3, or 6, then you can negate that card and destroy it. Oh my goodness, that is so ridiculously great. It's like Thought Ruler but on crack, because it works on monster effects too. So it's amazing. When you think of the most versatile cards that everybody's playing right now, I think of 4 big cards and all of them target. I think of Book of Moon, Ryko, Caius, and Deprison. And I mean, if you're telling me that I attack and I've got a 50% chance of just negating your Deprison, I'll take that odds, because if I attack and I kill your Deprison, I'm probably gonna win. It's got stats that beat all Monarchs. Most Monarchs target Ryza and Caius, so they can't really do anything. It also stops Brain Control, Gale, Icarus, Celestia, all that stuff. I mean, it's really amazing. Mistworm, Baronic. I mean, you get that guy on the field and they don't bottomless, unless you're playing like gadgets that have smashing, decks are going to have a hard time getting them off the field. It's a card that I would definitely consider. I mean, if you're playing a Monarch deck, especially if you're playing a Monarch deck, I would really consider it, because just there are so many targeting cards right now, Deprison and Book of Moon and all of that stuff that's just annoying. And Skull Archfiend of Lightning just rips them to shreds. So guys, those are my tech cards. I think DD Crow, Thunder King, and Dust are gonna stay a lot of play. I don't know about the Vanity's Fiend and the Skull. But those are cards that I would try out if I have any regionals coming up. So I hope you enjoyed. You know, leave some comments if you don't like them. If you have any more cards, go ahead and tell me what you think. All right, peace.